Philadelphia Eagles. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Trenton Simpson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here.
That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 32. And the Seahawks first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Oh, good move. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The Eagles had 10-3 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But the coaches...
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Second down and 3. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Gets by him at the 25. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. He'll drop to throw.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had no command that time, but he put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson, the man in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf
With his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front.
Jason Myers.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins, 57 yards. And the Eagles are able to move back in front.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, Your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
He'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
And now they'll shift things around. Smith and Jigba in motion right.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And he's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
At the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he's got room.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 38-yard line.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll bring him back within a point. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Shreds the tackle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
75 yards.
And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. Sheds off the tackle and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And he fields it cleanly. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Walker with another carry.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got his man. Complete to Smith-Njigba.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left, that's Jackson. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The almost gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
133 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and go out again.
And we'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll come up now on second down.
Looking to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to Noah Fant. A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Jason Myers for the
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, They're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So the victory here for Seattle.